Good evening, East Alabama. This is the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm Namath Pitts. Want to welcome you in on the 1st of April. It is officially a new month. It is April Fools. No jokes from me here today. We're going to keep it straight and real with you guys. We've got a great show in store for you guys. We're going to recap the weekend. The Piedmont Bulldogs baseball team got a couple wins. Had some softball action at Choccolocca Park. By the way, I want to spend a special thank you to my bosses, Nathan and Ashley Gober. They made their way out to Choccolocca Park this weekend to give you guys those photos that you saw. I think you maybe think most of the time, if it has something to do with sports, that it's me that's out there. Although I am out there a lot, it was Nathan and Ashley who were the ones that took those photos. So all photo credit goes to them from Choccolocca Park this weekend. We're going to also have highlights from the Calhoun County Golf Tournament Day 1, which was earlier today at Pine Hill Country Club out in White Plains. I was there. We've got highlights, both boys and girls. And so we're going to make sure to give you guys that later on in the show. But again, as always, I want to welcome you in on this Monday afternoon. Remind you to hit that like and follow button on our East Alabama Now page so that you don't miss East Alabama Now, period. Not just the Locker Room. Yes, we're here every weekday, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m., but you also have East Alabama Now News, which is at 6:30 p.m. I know that Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards have some great stories in store for you guys tonight. John Hortle will give you more on the weather. I think we're expecting some rain tomorrow evening, but only John can tell you more because that's certainly not my strength, and I will stick to the sports as well, so we'll see you in the newsroom at 6:30. But as always, again, the Locker Room, we have a great show for you guys, and so we're going to start things the same way that we do every single day, and that is with our scoreboard. So let's go out to our scoreboard from this past weekend. We're going to talk about the Piedmont Bulldogs. Coach Matt Dearman's team, still number 1 in the Alabama Sports Writers Association's baseball rankings. They were number 1 in the first 2 weeks of those rankings. I'm sure they'll hold to that spot this week. They went head-to-head with the Hanley Tigers, and it was a big win for Piedmont as they won 9-0. Kel Alston only gave up 3 hits, and Piedmont rolled up 22 hits. That was this weekend total as they moved to 14-8 on the season. Against Hanley, Kel Alston allowed 3 hits with 1 walk. He had 9 strikeouts, and McLean Mohan went 3 for 5 with a double and 3 RBIs. Piedmont also got a single and 2 RBIs from Jacob McElroy and a single and an RBI from Cole Alston. Trevor Pike and Kel Alston added to that. The Bulldogs had a big win over Hanley 9-0. They continued that with an even bigger win against Central Coosa out of Rockford as Piedmont got the win 16-3. And in that game, Piedmont sent 19 batters to the plate, had 12 hits against Central Coosa, including Trevor Pike's double, which would bring in a run and would be an RBI for him. Carson Sanders against Central Coosa went 2 for 2 and scored 3 runs. Piedmont got a single and an RBI from Ben Dempsey, Kel Alston, Jonah Pike, Brody Holmesley, Kane Hennon, and Braden Estes. I know that's a lot. Well, there's a lot of runs. As you see, there's 16 to be exact. Jackson Howard had a single, 3 runs, and 2 RBIs. And Cole Wilson got the win. He pitched a perfect 2 innings with 5 strikeouts as Oxford went 2-0 on the weekend as they defeated Central Coosa 16-3. Coach Travis Jansen's team, the Oxford Yellow Jackets, followed up a big area win over Pell City by defeating a really good team in Chilton County. Chilton County made the trip to Calhoun County. They were a part of the Spring Break Experience Tournament at Choccolocca Park, and Oxford got the win. It was Rocco Maniscalco. You probably remember Rocco from the county tournament. He did that interview for us right there with his teammates. He recorded his first multi-hit game since the beginning, about mid-March, I should say, as he went 2 for 3. He scored a run. And by the way, he's only a freshman. Rocco Maniscalco is only a freshman. Leading into this game, he was 3 for 16 in his last 7 games. So a multi-hit game can really get you out of a bad stretch and get you rolling. And also the guy from the county tournament, Judd Sire, yeah, he went 2 for 4 yesterday, continuing to show great leadership for this Oxford team who's going to have to defeat Mountain Brook and Hartselle to get back to Jacksonville State to try to repeat as 6A champions, and they're going to try to do that in Travis Jansen's first year. Hey, against Chilton County, Nick Richardson and Todd Gann went 5 for 8 together with 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs. By the way, Nick Richardson's got a 9-game streak of getting on base safely. So that's 9 straight games for Nick Richardson. And I got to tell you what, on the mound, it was Bryson Bradford. He threw 61 pitches earlier in the week, came in this game, pitched really well. Coach Travis Jansen's team has been red hot here of late. They beat Chilton County 7-4. That's our baseball action from this past weekend. I hope you had a great Easter, by the way. Again, I reminded you guys on Good Friday what the holiday's really about. I think it's so easy to gather with your family and eat food and hide Easter eggs. And we used to love to try to find them, of course, because they had candy or money in them. But for me, I traveled this weekend, and I did get to spend some quality time with my girlfriend. But what I remember the most about this weekend was getting to join together at her church and just praise God. Like that, we're very open about that here on East Alabama Now. We talked with Cole Limbaugh, the director of Cheaha Valley FCA last week. I just don't want you to forget what it's all about. And now that I think about it today, with Easter being yesterday and today being April Fool's, it's kind of a joke that we even call a day April Fool's, that there's even a day to play pranks on people, especially the day after Easter. Like the joke was on everyone that didn't think Jesus was the Messiah, but he did return. He did rise out of that grave on the third day. And so I just want to remind you guys, I really hope that you celebrated Easter for the right reasons yesterday. And if you didn't, then, hey, you know what? I hope and pray that you find the Lord and that he can meet you where you're at. I know he did for me, and I believe he can for you as well. And so, but yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. So got a little deep and a little personal, but we believe in doing that here. So let's kind of get back easy. Let's go back to the scoreboard. Let's talk softball from Choccolocco Park. It was a busy weekend there as well. How about Coach Muncher's team? This is a massive win. This is a win over a 7A program. Anytime you beat a 7A program, I don't care what the program is. If you're a 4A program, you beat a 7A program, that's a big win. For Coach Muncher's team, they defeated Oak Mountain 4-2, and they've got arguably one of the best pitchers, I think, in Class 4A in Leighton Arnold. And she only gave up one hit against Class 7A Oak Mountain. This is not a bad 7A team either. Like, this is a quality team from Oak Mountain. And Leighton Arnold pitched a one-hitter. She had 6 strikeouts. At the plate, Sarah Kate Adams went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And after falling to Oxford on Friday night by 1 run, White Plains responded with a win over Oak Mountain. Speaking of Oxford, it was a tough day for the Yellow Jackets. That is not the Memphis Grizzlies. That is the Plainview Bears. Just want to go ahead and make sure we clarify that. That is the Plainview Bears, and they got the win over Oxford 3-2. And then in Oxford's second game of the day, they fell to Hamilton 11-4. If you don't know where Hamilton's at, it's about as close as you can get without getting in Mississippi on the west side of the state line. And for Oxford, they lost both games Saturday. They took a Berkeley Mooney, who signed, I should say, with Montevallo. She took a hard heater off the knee Friday night. She did respond by pitching all 7 innings against Plainview. She allowed 7 hits, 1 earned run. And then against Hamilton, Mooney had a triple and an RBI at the plate. Adasia Wilson went 2 for 4 with a double, a run, and an RBI. They also got a double and an RBI from Ashlyn Burns, who just signed with Wallace State. And so for Oxford softball, a little bit of a tough weekend as they lose both games. They fall to Plainview 3-2 and fall to Hamilton 11-4. And Oxford's actually, believe it or not, the Calhoun County softball tournament started today, and Oxford is seated as low as they've been seated for quite some time. I believe Oxford's in the 4 or 5 seed range. They have not been lower than 3. I think the year that we said the last time they were seated lower than 3, I don't want to say because I know that I'd get it incorrect, but it's been a while. And so Coach McKibben's team is looking to get some consistency down the stretch. They certainly got all the talent in the world, certainly have the ability to make a run in terms of regionals and getting to play at home for the state tournament, but it starts with consistency, and let's see if they can get some consistency in the county softball tournament this week. For White Plains and Coach Muncher's team, they pull in the 2 seed for the county softball tournament. Coach Hess's Alexandria Valley Cubs are the 1 seed, and so those two are trying to meet again for the 4th time this season. If they do, it'll be for the county championship, more than likely, pending upsets on the way. So that's our recap from the weekend. Hey, when we come back, we're going to go out to Pine Hill Country Club. We've got highlights of the Calhoun County Golf Tournament, Day 1. We're actually going to have highlights this segment and the next, so hope you'll stay with us. We continue on the Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
We live in a world that moves quickly, and while we are able to connect faster than ever through technology, maybe you've noticed that real connection is hard to come by. Parker Memorial Baptist Church offers you a place to connect, a place to learn more about Jesus and the difference He can make in your life, a place to build relationships with like-minded believers, or maybe discover what it means to be a follower of Jesus Christ. A place to use the gifts and talents God has given you. A place where we love God and we love you. Parker Memorial Baptist Church, 1205 Quintard Avenue, Anniston. Visit our website for details.
Ted's Floors & Beyond brings you the locker room each and every day. Ted's Floors & Beyond has all your flooring needs, whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, or luxury vinyl. They have it for you right there at Ted's. You can go by their showroom there in Anniston, and you can pick out what you like, want, and need, and they can do it right there at Ted's. Also, they've got their partnership with Welborn Cabinet and will offer you a complete kitchen or bath makeover. That includes cabinets, countertops, flooring, backsplashes, tile showers. They can get it done there at Ted's Floors & Beyond, and now they offer you work on your outdoor space. Whether it's an outdoor kitchen, patio, or living space, they have specially made outdoor tiles and stones that can enhance your outdoor experience. Go by and see them today at their showroom in Anniston on Highway 431, right before you get to Sachs Elementary School, or visit them online at shopteds.com. That is shopteds.com. Ted's Floors & Beyond brings you the locker room. We continue on this Monday afternoon. I'm Namath Pitts. If you've never watched the locker room, we want to welcome you in for the first time. One of the things that we pride ourselves on here in the community is bringing you guys up-to-date local content. How do we do that? Well, we go out in the community and we get highlights. We get interviews. We talk with people, build relationships. And so today I was out at Pine Hill Country Club for day one of the Calhoun County Golf Tournament. Now, you may have remembered a couple months ago we did a story on them changing the Calhoun County Golf Tournament from 2 days to one. Well, that sparked some controversy from some really good teams, especially their coaches, which brought it back to another conversation the following couple months later, because this happened really at the end of last fall, came back early this year. They changed the Calhoun County Golf Tournament from 1 day back to 2 days. So we basically ended up right back where we're at. The reason why the Calhoun County coaches loved the Calhoun County Golf Tournament being 2 days instead of one is it's as close to preparation as they're going to get for sub-state and state, which are 2 day tournaments. So for the county golf tournament, they get that almost state-type feeling by playing 2 days. Had it not been for 2 days a year ago, Alexandria girls would not have won the county championship. They were not leading after day one. They came back day two and won. That shows you the emphasis on making it 2 days. Well, it's 2 days, and it's at Pine Hill Country Club. We have highlights, but first, those highlights are presented by Lindsay Barger of Really Real Real Estate. I got to ask you, are you ready to buy or sell? Maybe you're going, yeah, Namath, I think I am. Well, guess what? I know that we can help make your home dreams a reality with Lindsay Barger. I know that for a fact she specializes in home buying, selling, and investing. Whether you want to buy a personal home, buy land to build a dream home, whether you just want to sell a rental home or buy a home to flip and resell, whatever it is, Lindsay Barger is your friend through it all. And I know that she would love to guide you in the process today. So you can call her at 256-441-2389. Again, call her for all your real estate needs, and do not forget to like and follow her on Facebook and Instagram at lindsaybarger.realtor. All right, we've got two different things of highlights from Pine Hill, so we're going to get into the first one. So let's go ahead and go out to Pine Hill Country Club. Again, we have two separate things. Let's start right here with Walker Hobbs of Jacksville. He's on tee box number one. He didn't look too happy with his tee right there. Here's Bryson Cheatwood from White Plains. Not bad. The thing with the hole one at Pine Hill is you see the trees on the right, trees on the left. That's hole 11 on your left. You want to try to keep it down the middle. Dogwood to the right. That's Mason Myers of Pleasant Valley. Here's Hunter Heiss of Weaver. He had the best tee shot out of this group on hole one. Beautiful technique right there by Hunter Heiss, who struggled a little bit right before on chipping and putting. Here's Nick Baggett from Pleasant Valley. Just missed it. That one stings. Nick Baggett, though, is going to put it in right here. He's going to finish off. This is hole number 18. Next up, right there. That's Isaac Wilford from White Plains. Right here's Dylan Brown from Weaver. Dylan Brown's a great wrestler for Weaver. Not a bad golfer either. He had a couple big putts today that we saw right here, and that's Ben Pridgeon of Jacksonville. All right, now let's go to the tee box for this same group. We're going to stay with this group. We're going to start this time with Nick Baggett teeing off on hole 1. Some people, look at that, started to the right, come back across. Hopefully it sat and didn't get too far over in hole number 11. Right here is Ben Pridgeon from Jacksonville. He's going to have a solid, I think he actually struggled right here. Yeah, not a good drive, but Ben had a good putt on the hole before, on hole 18. Right here again, Dylan Brown from Weaver. Really good wrestler, not a bad golfer. Got to talk with his dad, who's the head coach of Weaver's golf team, Coach Justin Brown. We're talking a little bit about it. Here's Isaac Williford from White Plains. And again, we tried to mix it up and get a little bit of everything. Let's get into some girls action. This is one of the best golfers in the county right here from Alexandria, Avery Prickett. And she is really good. And you see her right here. Great drive for Avery on hole 11. She stripes it right down the middle. And following her is going to be Maylee Stewart from White Plains. Trying to get adjusted and get right. Again, the girls were on the back 9 when I was shooting highlights. The guys were on the front 9. So this is hole 11. Little slow back swing by Maylee Stewart, but not a bad drive. Here's Brooklyn Goss from Piedmont. She's from Piedmont. Right there is Brooks Nauer from Piedmont as well. I apologize if I mispronounced his name. All right, from Oxford, Prisha Patel. There's her driving for Oxford right there. Next up, Reese Kirkpatrick from Piedmont. There's a bulldog right there, Reese Kirkpatrick. Watch and see where her drive hit. Right here is Madeline Faulkner from White Plains. She's going to strap it down the middle. That was a great swing by Madeline. So getting the girls some action on hole 11. All right, back to the guys. Noah Holder from White Plains teeing off on hole 1. He's going to stripe it right down the middle. Good drive. Matthew Harden from Oxford. I think he swung too hard on that one. He was trying to crush the ball and he ended up in the woods. Next up, though, for Alexandria is going to be Reagan Tucker. Hole 1. Blasted down the middle. Not a bad hit from Reagan Tucker right there. And then Michael Pope from Piedmont, I believe, is going to end things for us in our first set of highlights from Pine Hill Country Club. So that's just a little bit of the action. I think I may have missed one clip in there. I do apologize if I did not say Nevaeh Foster from Alexandria's name. But we've got more highlights. That's not all of them. You're probably thinking, well, that wasn't a lot. Well, we've got more highlights in the next segment as well. But that's just a glimpse of the action from Pine Hill as we tried to follow throughout the day. So, hey, speaking of more, we will have more in just a minute when we come back. But we're going to take a break. I'm Namath Pitts, and you're watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
We continue on the Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm Namath Pitts. We are getting into our last segment of the show. I want to remind you one more time, if you have not already, to hit that like and follow button on our East Alabama Now page so that you don't miss the Locker Room. We're here every weekday, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Whether it's highlights, interviews, or just up-to-date breaking stories, we have it right here at East Alabama Now. Also tonight at 6:30 p.m., we'll have our East Alabama Now news. Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards will bring you the local news. John Holder will have your local weather. And, of course, I will bring you our sports. We'll have more highlights from the Calhoun County Golf Tournament. We'll take a preview at the county matchups for this evening. And basically softball, soccer, and golf, which we, again, are going to talk about. The county track meet is on Wednesday. So we'll be at Chockalauga Park Wednesday for the county track meet. Hey, if you're a local business owner, we'd love for you to be a part of East Alabama Now. We'd love for you to join the team. So reach out to us, and we'd love to talk to you more about how to do that, how you can join us, and we can help promote your business. As you see every single day, Ted's Floors and Beyond. We love Ted's Floors and Beyond. We love that Ted's Floors and Beyond loves being a part of the Locker Room. So we want to thank them for all they do. All right, we're going to get right back into the action. You don't want to hear me talk. You want to see the highlights. It's from Pine Hill Country Club. These are presented by Lindsay Barger of Really Real Real Estate. Here is Rachel Gaddis from White Plains. Beautiful swing. She stripes it right down the middle on hole 11. That is Rachel Gaddis. Right here is Jasmine Stokes from Alexandria. She has a good drive as well. Next up, we have Allie Smith from Piedmont. A little slow back swing, but ultimately right down the middle. And I apologize, I'm going to mess this up. They told me this name 4 times. Tessa Taubenheim. I hope I didn't mess that wrong. I hope I didn't get that wrong. Tessa for Weaver, by the way, had a good day. Did struggle a little bit there on that drive, but overall not a bad day for her. All right, now we go to the putting green. Here's Ethan Turner. Just a little short right there for Ethan Turner. He's going to end up hitting it in. Maybe. I think he's trying to figure out. You don't ever know when you're playing with other people what they're going to do. But anyway, next up for Alexandria is going to be Brandon Parker. Man, they had some close putts that I'm talking were just like, well, you couldn't see me, but we're very, very close to going in. They were just a couple inches out. After Parker is going to be Austin Ray from Oxford. He's going to be short on the first one, but Austin Ray is going to end up getting the second one to go in. All right, let's go back out to some girls action. We're still on the putting green, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, right here is Cameron McElroy for White Plains, and Cameron is going to get it close. You can see the reaction, just like right there. Just a couple inches from going in, but Cameron's going to end up putting it in. All right, next up, Elena Prickett. Her older sister's really good. Let's see what she can do from here. Off the flagpole. What a great putt by Elena Prickett, by the way. Just a great putt. All right, we're going to go to Cameron McElroy's teammate, which is Aubrey Cobb. She just misses it, but she is going to get the next one to go in. And after her, from Cobb's going to hit it in right there. Next up is Samantha Preston from Pleasant Valley. How about that? She's going to hit that one in. All right, we're going to stay on the same putting green. This is Reagan Hammock, and she wants everybody to know that she parred this hole. She came up to me and she said, I want you to know I parred this hole. Next up, Addie Shelton from White Plains, and you can see the disbelief. Just, almost there. That's how golf is. It can literally, some days, have you wanting to come back. Some days it can just literally kill you. All right, this is Allie Presley for White Plains. She's going to hit it in. And right after her is going to be Riley Holbrooks from Piedmont. So Allie Presley and Riley Holbrooks go back-to-back as they both get it in. How about this right here? You know what this guy's name is? Score Bussey. His first name is Score. That's pretty cool. All right, next up is Ben Campbell from White Plains. Not a bad hit down on hole number 1. Following him is going to be Pearson Ocherlek. I apologize if I mispronounced that. He's from Alexandria High School. And after him is going to be Bentley Chandler from Piedmont. So Bentley Chandler teeing off on hole 1. Right here, Ty Roberts from White Plains. He's just going to put it in. And I believe that's going to take us back to the tee box with Ty Roberts on the tee box on hole 1. Good hit, by the way, by Ty. Great technique right there. This is Haven Truitt from Oxford. Definitely had the most interesting hat of the day and the most interesting sunglasses of the day. Here's Caleb Gay from Alexandria. He had a really good hit. That was a good tee shot by Caleb Gay. And then after Caleb, it's going to be Jake Smith from Piedmont. Jake Smith's also going to strike one down the middle. A couple good hits from him. That'll take us to our last group of the day. There's Jay Whaley from Oxford who putted it in. After him was Caden Wood of Piedmont. So this is going to be Caden Wood from Piedmont. Let's see if he can get this one to fall. Close. And you see him just, close, but not close enough to fall. So he just misses. After him is going to be John Carpenter from Alexandria. Watch him as well. Almost. That's what golf does to you. It just doesn't go your way sometimes. Sometimes it does. This next guy, though, had one of the best putts I've seen all day. Let's end things with Ryder Hudgens from White Plains. Let's look at what Ryder did right here. Whammy! That one fell. I don't think they make that noise on the golf course. But for Ryder, that was certainly a great putt for him. And you may have noticed something. We had a couple of top golfers from each school, but you didn't see Sawyer Edwards, who's arguably one of the top boys, if not the top boy in the county. You didn't see Isabel Rogers, who's arguably the top female, if not, one of the top, if not the best. The reason for that is I didn't get a lot of footage of the ones. I had maybe one or two sprinkled in, but the ones were ahead. They were on like hole 12, 13, 14, and they did not make their way around in time before I had to depart. So we didn't get Sawyer Edwards or Isabel Rogers or any of the other Cleet Forest or any of the other ones from other schools. So tomorrow, being day 2, being the championship day, my plan is to follow the ones a lot more and focus more on them tomorrow. So you'll see a lot of the ones tomorrow because, well, they're going to be competing for a county championship. They're going to be maybe a stroke or two off. See where team standings are at the end of today, where Alexandria and White Plains girls are. Is it close? Is there a gap? I think Alexandria beat White Plains by about 40 strokes when they were in a tournament earlier this year. So can White Plains close the distance a little bit? And then on the boys' side, kind of where are things at? You expect White Plains to be on the top, but where are things going to be at? So kind of got to wait. We'll have more on that. In terms of the golf highlights, we will actually not have the County Golf Championship Day 2 highlights tomorrow. Now, I will be there, but tomorrow's show is where I'm going to be at tonight. As soon as I wrap up right here, I'm going to head on out to Alexandria, and we have got 2 games that are on deck for tonight that you can expect to see highlights of tomorrow, as long as the rain doesn't start pouring out of nowhere. But tonight, for tomorrow, you will see from Alexandria, Air Alliance Heating and Cooling versus Bentley Construction, and you will see Quality Hardwood versus Under Pressure Power Washing. Youth baseball tomorrow right here on the Locker Room. Hey, that's going to do it for me today. Hope you'll join us back here tomorrow. We'll have highlights of Alexandria Youth Baseball as we continue on. It's going to be a busy week. We're not going anywhere. We're just getting started on the Locker Room. Have a great evening. God bless. I'm Namath Pitts. Thank you for watching the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.